Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.
Hello and welcome to Nirmal Bang, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Hiral Dadia. We have with us Kunal Shah, Head of Commodities Research, joining in. Kunal, welcome to the show. Overall, if you go to see, there were some mild gains that we've seen on the dollar index as well, because clearly the Fed has signaled that they're ready to do more from here as well. And they've ignored the dovish tone of the policy statement that was released yesterday. What do you make of the dollar index from here on?
Yeah, so the fundamental trend of dollar is definitely on the weaker side. It is going to get weaker and weaker. Two reasons. One, in the uncertainty over election is getting over. So it seems that Mr. Biden is going to take over from Mr. Trump, and Mr. Biden is known for the supportive for the global trade. So that is one reason, and most important reason is another wave of stimulus. So we've heard that after the election, you are going to get the stimulus. So market yesterday, Bank of England has infused another $150 billion of bond purchase program. US roughly 1.5 to $2 trillion of stimulus is going to come after this election. So that is there. European Central Bank is also going to ease. Bank of Japan is also going to ease. So all the major central bankers are going to infuse the liquidity, and US package will be highest as compared to all. So that means the fundamental trend of dollar index is weak. But we have seen dollar index retracing from 90 to 25 3 months back. So I think those it will remain a critical level. Below that, you are going to see a sharp fall in the dollar index, and the fundamental, like I always say, the directional call on dollar index is definitely on a weaker side, and the emerging market currency should gradually strengthen.
Right. So with this again, if you talk about gold and silver, what direction do you think we are going to take?
Yeah. So gold and silver, I always reiterated in all
Hmm.
my webinars that the fundamental of gold and silver are bullish no matter what happens in the election. So we saw that volatility of election where gold made a low of 50,250, and now we are back at 52,000. Silver made a low of 60,000, and we are back at almost 65,000. So the trend is bullish. Tonight at 6 p.m., we have a US job report, non farm payrolls, and unemployment report. I think that is going to be very important in deciding the directional call on the bullion. So if the unemployment increases, or the ADP or the payrolls data is on the negative side, then I think gold and silver can really shoot up quite sharply today. So, ADP employment report, which is a private surveyor, is clearly indicating that the job market is not done well in last month. So, I will recommend to remain long in gold and silver. In case there is a very positive job report, then immediately square off, because I think the position and building have taken place for the directional view of upside. So in case I will write it on a group. In case if there is any major negative surprise, then you can definitely square off position. But my sense is that the job report is going to be bullish for gold and silver.
Right. And with this, where do you see crude? Do you continue to see the sell-off?
Yeah. So first of all, I'll complete my stance on silver. I just said it, but I think gold can test levels of 52,350 to 400, and silver can test levels of 65,800 to 900. So these are my levels for the evening session. Crude fundamentals of crude are were bullish. Day before yesterday, we saw a massive rally, but it is fizzling out. The reason is there is a rift between the OPEC members that whether the production cuts will increase or not. And another thing, that the data has been released by IEA indicating that the aviation demand of aviation fuel is has dropped significantly, which is also one of the major component of crude demand. So these two results have led to this kind of fall. My sense is that not very bearish. 2760, 2770, I would take a contra call and I would perhaps go long in crude oil rather than going short right now.
Right. And apart from this, any strategy for base metals, Kunal?
These metals, already copper has given a breakout today. 432, 33, it was not going up, and right now it's trading at 32.70. So I think above 534, you can go long in copper, 538, 539, but place a very strict stop loss of 530. Below 530, you can square the position. But my sense is that it will go up because the way dollar index is weakening, I cannot recommend to go short. Crude also, the fundamental news have become bearish, but the dollar index is indicating that no major crash is expected. And this US election thing, you are going to see more volatility because Mr. Trump is doing everything possible he can to interrupt the smooth transition from his presidency to Mr. Joe Biden. So I think trend is bullish for copper. If Mr. Biden takes over from Trump, I think what he spoke about in his election rally was about the infrastructure, setting up more infrastructure, and I think that is going to be supportive for metals. So I would stick with copper, nickel, copper 538, nickel 1175, 1180. That would be my target.
Right. So those are strategies to be used with regards to base metals. Kunal, any buy level for gold and silver? That's a question coming in.
Yeah. So I think today we saw a low of 51,711. So in case if there is a dip in gold and silver, then I think you capitalize on that dip to the extent of maximum 51,900. I think that will be a good levels to go long. And I think it is not going to move up significantly immediately because yesterday we saw 1,000 rupees rally in gold and 2,500 rally in silver. So I would definitely recommend to buy at dips rather than aggressively buying right now. And you can see dip up after job report. And silver, I would recommend to go along around 64,550 to 600. Those are the levels where you can definitely start building long positions.
That's the word coming in with regards to bullion as well. I think those were the only questions that we had. Thank you, viewers, and thank you, Kunal, for joining by.